Hey folks, Brad here with the Maritime Paintball podcast, back with the Defcon supply drop for November. And this one, pretty cool. They're all pretty cool. I've liked them all so far. This one, though, had one particular piece of kit that I particularly liked. Two of them are actually really, really cool. But one of them in particular, I was just like, I didn't know this existed. And now that I have one, I kind of need more of them. Like two more. So let's get into this. This is the Defcon supply drop. And of course, I want to bring to your attention that just the box itself is phenomenal, right? Anybody who goes through this much time and effort to make a package that looks as good as the Defcon supply drop, you know what's inside of it is going to be well thought out. It's going to be good stuff. Now, keep in mind, this is a review of the box itself, okay? Of the stuff that comes in the box. Not necessarily the items inside, okay? But it's a surprise. You never know what you're going to get, so it's always fun. Now, let's get into this, shall we? Let's crack this box open and see what the first item is. It's a satisfying opening. It really is. First item. Talk about this headband. Let's talk about this Exalt headband. You guys know I love Exalt items. I really do. They're really, really well made. This one is just a standard, run-of-the-mill, really well made Exalt headband. It's got your microfiber green cloth on the forehead there in the middle, like they all do. It's a stiff yet not horribly rigid fabric, which tells me it's well made. It's durable. It feels tough, right? It's a headband. It looks great. That octagon? Is that an octagon? Is that 8 sides? No, that's 6 sides. So what is that? What is a 6 sided? Is that a septagon? No, it's not. I don't know what that is. I don't know. It's a 6-sided geometric design on it. I don't know the word. I should, though. I'm a little ashamed. Okay, moving on. Great item. Exalt makes great stuff. So getting anything Exalt in a Defcon supply drop means that you're getting your money's worth. It's a great item. Next one, the shiny one. So this is from HK Army. This is great. This is a 9 option sizer? Ball sizer? I don't know. It's a paintball sizer, folks. But it sizes 9 different sizes. Wow, I can't talk. Moving on. So it'll size 9 different sizes of paintball, but it's also, of course, it's HK Army. It's got the bottle opener for opening soda bottles, right? Soda. And it's also got not a sharp edge, but a refined edge on the side here for cutting tape. Really great for cutting open boxes. And then it's got this end here, which was really strange and threw me for a loop. On the actual thing, on the actual sizer, it calls it a tank exterior wrench. I don't know what that means. What I can tell you, though, is that it fits the gauge of your tank. So I don't know why they didn't just call it a gauge wrench. Unless there's tanks and regulators that use this, I don't know what this is. Hopefully one of you in the comments can tell me, because I don't know what this is. I don't know why it's shaped like that. Unless it's not for these tanks. Unless it's maybe for a bigger air tank. I have no idea. Somebody tell me. Anyways, anodized aluminum. Great color. I love this. This is great. This is super shiny, super well made, super light. But well made. Aluminum anodized to that beautiful golden color. I wonder what color you'd get. Because I know I got the orange one, but I'm not sure if everyone got the orange one. These. Super cool. These are the First Strike Warhawk paintballs. These things are phenomenal. This is like a sample size. I love this. I love these little samplers. These are great. The color. Can we talk about the color? Can we talk about the gold and purple paintball? This is so legit. This is awesome. They are, the first thing I noticed taking them out of the packaging, none of them are dimpled. And they're packed into this thing. I lost one. I don't know where it went. There it goes. It's gone. It's rolling away and I'm not going to go get it. These are phenomenal. There's no dimples. They're rigid too. You can squeeze them and they don't bend. I don't want to squeeze too hard because I don't want it to explode in my hand. But I mean, I would have dimpled a Vulcan or GI paint by now with this amount of pressure. I know you can't see on camera how much pressure I'm using, but just trust me, I'm using a lot of pressure here. I did a test earlier today. I didn't film it, which was my mistake, but I tested. I just dropped it from chest height onto my kitchen floor, and it broke. Move on to the last item, shall we? Let's get this box out of the way. This thing's kind of distracting me. This is our last item. This little guy, this little itty bitty black piece of metal. I didn't know these existed until it showed up. They're made by MagFed Gear. I don't have the tag here, but I'll put a link in the description. This is a on-off for the air, right? So it's not like an ASA like what I have on the KP3, which you can't see in frame, where I can just turn it off and it'll degas the marker automatically. This doesn't degas the marker, or at least it doesn't degas mine. But what it does do is it cuts the air off from the tank, so you dry fire the marker once or twice, and all the air's gone. And it degasses the marker. That degasses the marker. And then you can easily unscrew the tank. So there's two ways to run this. You can either screw this directly onto the tank or screw it directly onto the marker. I'm a bigger fan of, that's my teching tank. That's not the tank that goes out in the wild with me. The way I'm going to be using this is I'm going to be running this directly on my T15 from now on. So it's not going to come off the T15. It's going to go on just like that. And then there, that's on off. Right there, on, off, on, off. Right? It's super fun. It's super simple. It's really well made. The thing is though, and this is one thing I noticed about this item, is that once it gets, it's really tight. Like it almost locks itself in place, which is great, unless you want to get it off in a hurry. But it's just it's a really cool item. It's an ASA on off. So here, I'll show you. First, T15. So, read your manual, folks. Got to cock the marker before you can screw the tank in. So, tank's in, dry firing, right? But, there, it's now on. So, that's it. Just that easy. It's right. And then if I need to get the tank off, right, you just unscrew it. And like I said, it doesn't degas the marker for you. So I've turned the air off. There's no more air from the marker or from the tank coming. It's all just being held in the actual marker itself. So excuse me a moment while I... 2 shots. And the tank comes right off. Bam. Done. And you leave it on. Just leave it on the marker. Doesn't need to come off. How cool is that, right? That is the coolest piece of kit now in my arsenal. There. Like I said, it locks itself on pretty tight. So this is a really cool little piece of kit. This is actually the one thing I was super, super happy to get. When it showed up in the Defcon box, I was super pumped. I didn't know what to expect. I never do. I definitely wasn't expecting Warhawk paint or this little thing here. Great, great thing. Great kit. I loved it. I mean, I always love them. I love getting paintball stuff. Here, let me just really unprofessionally reach down and grab the box. So, if you want to get in on the Defcon supply drop goodness, you head on over to defconpaintballgear.com. You just look up monthly subscriptions, or you just look up the supply drop. You'll find it. Trust me, it's not hard to find. And make sure to use the code Maritimes, M-A-R-I-T-I-M-E-S. There is an S at the end of it. It's a plural. And score yourself 10% off. How cool is that, right? It's 10% off a lot of things on the website, too. Not everything, but a lot of things. You know, there are terms and conditions do apply. I don't know exactly which ones work and which ones don't. His inventory is too vast for me to know. So that's it. That's all I got. Drop it in the comments. What do you think? Do you know what this part is for? Because I don't. Have you used Warhawk paint before? Because I have not yet. Let me know what you think. Do you get the Defcon box? Do you enjoy getting the Defcon box? Do you think it's worth it? What would you change? What won't you change? I want to know it all. Tell me everything. And if you want to find more of me, for some reason, head on over to Facebook every Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. You can find me at the Maritime Paintball podcast, live, chatting with some really cool guests. And it's going to be a good year. I know it's been a shitty year so far, but there's a new year coming. It's going to be a good new year. Good things are coming, big plans. So folks, please stay safe. And I hope to get to play with you next year. Okay, until the next video, I'm out. Cheers.